Welcome to the Hotel Madeleine, a Hyatt property in Paris. So I will take you into the room. So this is just a standard king. It's very standard. It's very small. That's really common in Paris, but this is a particularly small room. So if you are booking this is a points property. So I actually staying in this room totally on points. At some point during the stay, I will be moving to a larger room, and I will show you the difference between them. Trying to do it a little bit sooner, so not really a big fan of packing and repacking all that lovely stuff, but this is what the room is looking like. Pretty modern, nice place, high ceilings, very bright and light, and duck pillows. I checked it right away. Of course, if you watch my channel, you know that. Just one robe in here, so I will request a second one. And for my wonderful daughter, you can see there's ample working space, and here is the television and so on. The coffee maker, so it has a few pods of different teas as well. And I'm assuming a mini fridge here. You can see there's not much place for luggage. Right? That's going to be a little bit of trouble here. View is not great. So this particular room has a view of nothing. It has a view of a wall that's basically being rebuilt. This is, I believe, only an 80-room hotel. So a lot of people are going to have the same view, unfortunately. But this is what happens when you are often booking on points. As you know, you're not getting the best possible options, and that's unfortunately happened this time. So obviously USB power here, basic lighting here. Tall ceilings are nice. AC seems to work well. It's a big deal for me, and I know for many of you that follow my channel because you've asked about it at different properties. Shower tub combo. There are rooms here where this particular shower tub has a view, and there are rooms here where you have a nice Eiffel Tower view. So try to get on the high floor. This is obviously only the third. There are only 6 floors at this hotel, but it's still suboptimal for if you're going to be out most of the time, it's great. But if you're going to be in your room, it's not exactly ideal. In fact, they don't have a spa here. They do massages in room, and I'm not quite sure how they would fit that in here. So that would be another more difficult point. A little bit surprised that there's no bidet. Usually we would see that in hotels in Europe, particularly here as well. And basic linens, hair dryer, not a whole lot of room for toiletries. So all in all, very small boutique hotel. If you are coming here and you don't want to pay cash, you want to book on points, it's certainly an option. It was 21,000 points per night, and I had to buy about 7,000 points to make the first portion of the stay comped. Well, not comp, but use points. And if you look at my video of the Hyatt Residence Club, that's actually how I earned most of the points for my travels. So you can check that out. And at the end of this stay, I do have another room here, which I'm hoping to move to sooner. But I have another room that is supposed to be larger, better, upgraded, and have more space. So when that happens, I will add a second video. So this video will actually show both rooms. And I hope if you're coming to Paris, I'd love to know where you stay. Obviously, this particular hotel is in the 8th district, and it's close to a lot of shopping, some world famous shopping centers and so on. So that's kind of the big draw or big benefit. A lot of people like the boutique look and feel. I certainly like it. I just want it to be a larger room. So anyway, that's my very quick overview of this room, and then I will show you the next one. So this is the little fitness area. If you come into the gym here, this is what they have available. Also, obviously, it's a very small gym, but it will do the trick for now. I mean, you have all of the techno gym bars here, floor mats here, medicine balls here, which scrap medicine ball, Teresa, because it's not the name of it. I just can't remember the name of it. Crap, my mind's not working well. I'm still jet lagged. Just typical cardio equipment. And then really this is what I'm looking for in each gym is just free weights. And then it was kind of a combination machine. If you're lucky, you'll get that. It's pretty warm in here. The AC doesn't seem to be working. I don't know why they have the 45-minute max over here, but you know, it'll do the trick, right? So it's at -1 is the level that you go to if you're in the elevator to get down to the gym. And I'll show you a couple of other little things they have down here. So a little bit like, tastes like hibiscus tea, towels, of course, restrooms, and just a little lounge area here, a little quiet area. I have heard, these are the locker rooms. I haven't tried out the steam room, obviously, that they have a steam room. Well, it looks like it's under maintenance, sauna here. And I have heard that they have a clearance spa here, but I have not been able to locate that, and I have looked around. So if you want to get a massage, that will be in room. But again, like I mentioned in my video about the room, it's going to be pretty tight to do that. So anyway, this is the gym area, and I'll keep recording different elements of the hotel. And then also my wrap up and my other room that I will be moving to after about 6 days. All right, so this is my second room. This is a premium king. And so it has a pull-out sofa bed. This is actually what I needed for the first half of the trip, not the second half. So lesson learned, if you're gonna book on points, book it during the time that you don't need the nice room or nicer room. A little bit bigger space, nice spot to work. So instead of having that long bench to work, you have a table, which has its pros and cons. The same bed, hopefully. You know what I'm gonna check for if you watched my channel before, duck. There's no duck. So, oh boy, there's something wrong with this bed actually. So, yeah, that's not gonna work. For those of you watching, you can see this. And so here's the separate tub and shower. Very small shower, like really tiny, but it will work. Separate toilet, and then a little tiny bit more space, but really not much. The big difference is in the view. So you can see that there is a view of the street instead of a view of a wall. So the view got a bit better, but so did the noise, right? The noise went up. To be honest, I probably would have just stayed in my last room since I only have a few more days by myself. So didn't really need the extra space, but nevertheless have it and make the best of it. So, but the noise is pretty loud up here, unfortunately. Definitely will need the earplugs at night. So if you are a light sleeper, bring earplugs, and hope this helps you make a decision about the Paris Hyatt Madeleine. So I wanted to do a little wrap up of Hotel Madeleine. It's a boutique hotel in the tourist area. It's a tourist hotel, meaning that almost everyone that stays there is a tourist. That's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Because if you're not fluent in French like I'm not, then it can help to not have the attitude about not speaking French there. They do still have fantastic service. Very limited staff. I've noticed when you call for room service, it's the same person. When you call because you need something in the night, when you call engineering, it's all the same people. I wasn't super happy when I first got there, as you know from watching this video, because the room really sucked. It faced a wall. It was faced a building, a crappy building at that, under construction. It was super tiny. The AC was hit and miss. It was my daughter and me in a small bathroom in a small room with no room. When I was on points, so that may have been the reason. When I got moved to a better room, the room was still hit and miss. I had to call almost every day for engineering for aircon to work properly. The view was okay, as you'll see from the videos. The bed at some point actually was coming off of the pedestal, but they were extremely accommodating, really, really helpful people. So when the Wi-Fi wasn't fast enough, they just gave me access to the employee Wi-Fi, my daughter as well. Housekeeping was incredibly accommodating. They were able to help me find things I was looking for in the city, more than a concierge would, honestly. And there was just a kindness, and it was not that expensive to stay. I was there for a while, a couple of weeks plus, and it didn't cost an arm and a leg. And I mean, including my points for half the stay, maybe less than 4,000. Of course, the euro's on par with the dollar right now. That helps, but it's a classy place in the sense that there's a nice little kind of foyer out, in the lobby area that you can have a nice drink and have a quick bite to eat. Everyone's really nice, very helpful. I started off my stay saying I will never stay here again. I really did. I ended my stay talking about another reservation. So I think I'll definitely stay again. and I would recommend them, but I have to admit that it did take me a while to get there, and to decide that that would be a good choice. So anyway, that's just my wrap up on Hotel Madeleine. I hope you enjoy Paris when you go. I'd love to know where you stay and what you decide to do. And if you've stayed at Madeleine or you plan to, which is a Hyatt property, you can use points and you can earn points. I'd love to know what you think about that property. So thank you for watching.